From ghostly apparitions to unexplained phenomena, prepare for a journey into the eerie and the unexplained. Dim the lights, grab your room key, and let's dive into the haunted world of hotels. The Stanley Hotel, located in Colorado, has a rich and storied history. The hotel was built by Freelan Oscar Stanley, a wealthy inventor and businessman, along with his wife Flora. It opened its doors on July 4, 1909. The hotel is known for its beautiful Georgian architecture and its stunning panoramic views of the Rocky Mountains. It was designed by architect T. Robert Weiger. Perhaps the most famous aspect of the Stanley Hotel's history is its association with Stephen King's novel The Shining. In 1974, Stephen King and his wife Tabitha stayed at the hotel. Inspired by its eerie atmosphere and remote location, King began writing The Shining, which was later adapted into a movie by Stanley Kubrick. Many believe the hotel served as the inspiration for the haunted Overlook Hotel in the story. Over the years, it has gained a reputation for being haunted. There have been numerous reports of ghostly sightings and paranormal experiences by guests and staff. In 1982, the Stanley Hotel was listed on the National Register of Historic Places due to its historical and architectural significance. Today, the Stanley Hotel is a popular tourist destination, known for its history, scenic beauty, and ghost tours. It has been renovated and expanded over the years, offering modern amenities while preserving its historic charm. The hotel hosts various events, including music festivals and film screenings. It continues to attract visitors interested in its history, architecture, and the paranormal. It remains an iconic and intriguing destination, drawing guests from around the world who come to experience its unique blend of history, architecture, and the mysteries that surround it. The hotel is famous for its reputation as a haunted location, and guests and staff have reported various paranormal phenomena over the years. Visitors have claimed to see ghostly figures, often dressed in clothing from the early 20th century. These apparitions are sometimes attributed to Freelan Oscar Stanley and his wife Flora. Guests have reported hearing unexplained sounds, such as footsteps, whispers, and laughter when no one else is around. Some have even claimed to hear a phantom piano playing in the empty music room. Objects are said to move on their own, sometimes mysteriously shifting or falling without any apparent cause. Sudden drops in temperature are commonly reported in certain areas of the hotel, even in warm weather. Some guests have observed strange lights or orbs in photographs taken within the hotel, often when there was no visible source of light. Others have described feelings of being touched, tapped, or brushed by unseen hands. Belongings can disappear and then reappear in unexpected places, leading to claims of misplaced items being moved by unseen forces. Shadowy figures or dark shapes have been reported moving throughout the hotel. There are stories of encounters with ghostly children playing in the hallways, with giggles and footsteps heard. Some guests have claimed to see or feel the presence of ghostly dogs, often attributed to Flora Stanley's love for her pets. Room 217. This particular room at the Stanley Hotel is famous for its paranormal activity, including reports of the bed covers being pulled off guests in the middle of the night. Paranormal investigators have also captured unexplained voices and sounds using recording equipment. Skeptics often attribute these experiences to a combination of psychological factors, the hotel's historic ambience, and its reputation as a haunted location. Nevertheless, the hotel's mystique continues to attract visitors interested in the supernatural. The Langham Hotel is a luxurious and historic hotel located in London, England. It is one of the city's most iconic and prestigious hotels, known for its rich history, elegant architecture, and top-notch hospitality. Langham Hotel first opened its doors in 1865 and is one of London's oldest grand hotels. It was originally built as Europe's first grand hotel, setting the standard for luxury accommodations in the Victorian era. The hotel is celebrated for its beautiful and imposing architecture. The original building was designed by John Giles and Richard Barry, following a grandiose style that was popular in the 19th century. Over the years, the Langham Hotel has hosted numerous famous guests, including royalty, celebrities, and dignitaries. Notable visitors have included Oscar Wilde, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Mark Twain, Princess Diana, and Charles Dickens. One of the intriguing aspects of the Langham's history is its reputation for being haunted. Guests and staff have reported paranormal activity, including sightings of a Victorian-era ghostly figure known as the Langham London Ghost. This spectre is often described as a man in formal attire, and encounters with him are said to be unsettling. The hotel has undergone several renovations and restorations to maintain its historic charm, while offering modern amenities. The most recent extensive renovation took place in the early 2000s, ensuring that the hotel remains a symbol of luxury and elegance in London. The hotel offers a range of luxurious rooms and suites with opulent furnishings and modern conveniences. It has a reputation for its high-quality service and attention to detail. The Langham Hotel is a symbol of timeless elegance and has played an important role in London's hospitality industry for over a century. Its combination of history, luxury, and a touch of mystique due to its ghostly legends makes it a unique destination for travelers seeking a memorable experience in the British capital. The most famous ghostly presence at the hotel is often referred to simply as the Langham London Ghost. This apparition is typically described as a Victorian-era gentleman dressed in formal attire, often spotted in various parts of the hotel. Guests have reported seeing this ghostly figure in hallways, sitting in chairs, or standing at the end of their beds. Room 333 at the Langham Hotel is known for its paranormal activity. Guests staying in this room have reported feeling a strong, eerie presence and hearing unexplained sounds during the night. Some have even claimed to have seen the figure of a man in Victorian clothing. Throughout the hotel, guests have heard strange and unexplained noises, such as footsteps, whispers, and doors opening and closing on their own. These sounds often occur in empty hallways or rooms. The lifts at the Langham Hotel have been known to act strangely, sometimes stopping at random floors or opening and closing on their own. Some believe this is the work of mischievous spirits. The basement of the hotel is said to be a particularly active area for paranormal activity. Staff members have reported seeing apparitions and experiencing a feeling of unease while working in this part of the hotel. Numerous guests have reported a sensation of being watched, especially when they are alone in their rooms. This feeling is often accompanied by a drop in temperature. Objects in guest rooms have been known to move by themselves. This includes items being rearranged or shifted, even when no one else is in the room. Some guests have claimed to hear the sound of children's laughter echoing through the hallways, even when there are no children staying at the hotel. The Langham Hotel has embraced its reputation as a haunted establishment and occasionally offers ghost tours and events for those interested in exploring its paranormal history. Whether one believes in these ghostly tales or not, they add to the mystique and allure of this historic London hotel. The Ballygally Castle Hotel is a historic hotel located in Ballygally, County Antrim, Northern Ireland. It is one of the most famous and picturesque castle hotels in Ireland, known for its rich history and stunning coastal location. The origins date back to 1625, when it was built as a Scottish-style tower house by James Shaw, a Scottish settler. The castle was originally used for defensive purposes during a tumultuous period in Irish history. The Shaw family owned the castle for generations, and it remained in their possession for several centuries. Over time, it evolved from a fortified tower house into a more comfortable residence. In 1952, it was converted into a hotel and has been welcoming guests ever since. The hotel underwent various renovations and expansions to provide modern amenities while preserving its historic charm. The hotel changed ownership several times over the years, but it continued to operate as a popular destination for travellers visiting Northern Ireland. The most famous and often cited ghost is Lady Isabella Shaw, who lived in the 18th century. Guests have reported various encounters with her spirit, including hearing knocking on doors in the middle of the night. It is said that Lady Isabella is searching for her lost child and continues to haunt the castle. The hotel has a room known as the Ghost Room, where guests can stay and attempt to communicate with Lady Isabella's spirit. Some guests have reported experiencing unusual occurrences in this room, such as cold spots, flickering lights, and strange noises. Some have also reported hearing the laughter of children echoing through the hallways, even when no children are present in the hotel. This phenomenon is often attributed to ghostly children playing within the castle. Many visitors have mentioned hearing the sound of footsteps in empty corridors and hallways. These footsteps are often accompanied by a feeling of being watched. Knocking on doors and walls is a common occurrence reported by guests staying at the hotel. Some have even reported that the knocking seems to respond to questions or requests. Objects in guest rooms have been known to move on their own, including furniture, curtains, and personal belongings. Guests have reported waking up to find their items rearranged. Guests and staff have reported seeing shadowy figures or apparitions moving through the castle, often in peripheral vision. Many visitors have described an overall eerie and unsettling atmosphere within certain parts of the hotel, especially in the older sections. The hotel continues to draw those curious about its haunted history and atmospheric charm. The Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, often referred to simply as the Banff Springs Hotel, is a historic and iconic luxury resort located in Banff National Park, Alberta, Canada. The hotel was constructed by the Canadian Pacific Railway as part of its efforts to promote tourism in the Canadian Rockies. It was designed by architect Bruce Price and built between 1887 and 1888. The hotel officially opened to guests on June 1, 1888. In its early years, the hotel served as a wilderness retreat for travelers seeking adventure in the Rockies. It was initially a wooden structure, but it burned down in 1926 and was subsequently rebuilt as the impressive stone castle-like structure that stands today. The hotel's architecture is reminiscent of a Scottish baronial castle, with turrets, gables, and a grand, imposing presence. It is considered one of the finest examples of Canadian chateau-style architecture. Over the decades, the Banff Springs Hotel has hosted numerous prominent guests, including royalty, celebrities, and heads of state. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth stayed at the hotel during their 1939 royal tour of Canada. During World War II, the Banff Springs Hotel was used as a convalescent hospital for wounded veterans. The hotel served this purpose until 1945. After the war, the hotel was restored and returned to its role as a luxury resort. It has undergone various renovations and expansions to offer modern amenities while preserving its historic charm. The hotel is surrounded by the stunning landscapes of Banff National Park, including the Canadian Rockies, and it offers breathtaking views of the Bow River and nearby mountains. Like many historic hotels, the Banff Springs Hotel has its share of ghost stories and legends. There have been reports of paranormal activity in various parts of the hotel, and some guests have claimed to have encountered ghostly apparitions. One of the most famous and enduring legends associated with the hotel is the story of the Ghost Bride. According to the legend, a bride in the 1930s tripped and fell down a grand staircase, tragically losing her life. Guests have reported seeing a veiled apparition in a wedding gown descending the staircase or wandering the hallways. Sam is a nickname given to a former bellman who worked at the hotel in the early 1900s. Guests and staff have reported encountering Sam's friendly spirit, with some claiming that he helps them find their way to their rooms before disappearing. Room 873 has a particularly eerie reputation due to a gruesome legend. It is said that a family was murdered in this room, and the door was permanently sealed to conceal the evidence. Guests who have stayed in adjacent rooms have reported hearing strange sounds and witnessing ghostly apparitions. Some guests have reported hearing music and the sounds of a party coming from the abandoned and darkened ballroom, even when there are no events taking place. The sounds are often described as old-fashioned and from a bygone era. Visitors and hotel staff have claimed to see ghostly apparitions throughout the hotel, often dressed in attire from the early 20th century. These apparitions are sometimes seen in mirrors or hallways. Cold spots have been reported in various areas of the hotel. These cold spots are often associated with feelings of unease. Guests have heard unexplained noises such as footsteps, whispers, and knocking in empty hallways or rooms. These sounds are often difficult to attribute to any specific source. Belongings and objects in guest rooms are sometimes reported to move on their own, including furniture being rearranged or items being displaced. Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel's reputation for ghostly encounters adds to its allure and makes it an intriguing destination. It is clear that these establishments hold more than just history and luxury within their walls. They are windows into a world where the past and the present intersect, where the unexplained brushes shoulders with the everyday. Whether you're a true believer in the paranormal or a skeptic searching for rational explanations, haunted hotels have a way of leaving an indelible mark on all who dare to step inside. The stories we've explored today are just a glimpse into the countless mysteries that lie hidden within these historic lodgings. Keep asking questions and keep your curiosity alive.